Hey guys, Amy here with Leap of Faith Crafting. Thanks so much for stopping by. So today we are going to be making these super cute hot chocolate faux mugs. So this is hard. And these were popular, I don't know, maybe last year or the year before. I just never made them back then. And since I was redoing a lot of decor in my house this year, and I have a lot of new mugs and things like that, I decided I wanted to make some. So super cute, right? Look at that. Here's another one. These ones I just completed, so they're not hard yet, but this is a clear mug that I painted. So you have some options with these. I just went to my local thrift store and got all these cute Christmas mugs for $1. Obviously the Dollar Tree will have some, any old mugs you have in your house. So you're just gonna need some mugs, and then for that white topping, we're gonna be using this DAP Fast and Final lightweight spackling. So it needs to be the lightweight one. They come in different sizes. I got this one, didn't have enough for these, plus I did one more. So I did buy the bigger size, which was not much more expensive. This is the 32 ounce, and then there's even a really big size. So depending on how many you're gonna make, you might even have this in the house. It does stuff. So again, the lightweight spackling, it is really light when you hold it. Jars, and then for the topping, I will link again all these below. I got these, and they're actually plastic faux candies. So make sure you tell your kids in your house that they're not real so they don't try to eat them. So we're gonna be using those. And then I just got some decorative straws. I think these are from Walmart. And then a piping bag. You know, I just have my Wilton piping bag here. And then I am using a round piping tip, and I'll show you. I'm cleaning it right now, so I don't have it right now, but you can use, if you want it to have ridges, you can do one of the, the jagged flower nozzles. If you don't have nozzles, you could even just cut a piping bag really small and try to pipe it just out of the end of the bag. So you have that option. So if you're doing clear glass like this one, I painted this with a brown acrylic paint. So if you're doing inside, you're gonna need some kind of paint. I'm just using this milk chocolate one. I think I got it at Walmart for in there. And then you're just gonna need some stuff to kind of put in underneath, and I'll show you that as we go through. I'm using some brown packing paper from all of, my Amazon boxes that have been arriving. I put those in there. One of them I'm using old toilet paper or paper towel holder. And then if you have some old poster board or cardboard, we're gonna be using that too. So really easy, comes out super cute and quick, besides the drying time. It needs to dry probably overnight. As you can see, my husband, every time he walked in, he was like, oh, and I think I have two that have little fingerprints on them because he touched them. It's like, no. So they make people want to touch. So make sure, tell kids, husbands, anyone in the house that not to touch. And make sure you hit that subscribe button before so you don't miss any more tutorials. And let's start crafting. Okay, so these are the mugs I'm using. I got all at my local hospice. These ones, since they're clear, I'm actually gonna add this milk chocolate acrylic craft paint inside. It's probably gonna need a few layers so it doesn't look streaky. Okay, and I'm just gonna clean them out inside with just some rubbing alcohol. So we're just gonna put that in and paint it all the way to the top. So I'm gonna let those dry. And then we're gonna paint another coating inside there. Okay, so while those are drying, I have this that we are going to fill up. So you can kind of fill it with anything. Obviously you're not going to see anything down there. One I've made before, I just stuck some paper in it. You can put some old fabric in it if you have some scrap stuff, if paper towels, things like that. And then you can either put the spackling right on top, or if you want a little topper to make it a little bit flatter, I just cut this out of, this is just foam board, extra foam board I have from the Dollar Tree, but you could use cardboard if you want it. And I just turn my mug upside down, trace it, and then I just cut out just a little bit inside of it, since it has to sit down in there. Okay, so I've also seen people talk about putting like toilet paper, paper towel roll, kind of size it to fit in there. And I need to trim that just a little bit and put that. Okay, so that fits in there pretty snug. And then I'm going to put that topping right on top of it. So for these ones, I actually have paper from Amazon boxes. This time of year, I have a lot of it. So when this is dry, I'm going to actually crumple up the paper and put it there since it's brown. So if there's any spots in my paint missing, it will be brown inside, so you won't be able to see it. Okay, so for the next part, as I mentioned, we are going to be using this Fast and Final DAP lightweight spackling. So lightweight, this is what's going to make the icing once it is dry. Again, just some Wilton bags here, piping tips. I'm going to use one that is just a plain circle. You can use one that has, you know, the ridges. I have just kind of a small one. If you can see that, I don't really like the look of that. So I'm going to try just the round one to see how that does. Okay, so my piping bag. I'm going to put my tip down on the bottom there, as far as it kind of goes there. And then I just use some scissors to go around it to cut the tip off. And then just going to put this kind of it's the cup I have nearby. Then I just have some, I know this is just stuff that came off of some of my floral picks that I have to put in. I have some straws, cute straws. Then I also got these fake sprinkles. So many fun ones. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do this one here. I'm gonna put these little guys on top, a straw in. Okay, so we're gonna open up our spackling here. And look just how light and airy that is. Okay, so we are gonna put this in our piping bag here. And we want it to go all the way down in there. Try not to get too much all over my hands. So it's going to come out that in there. And then you're just going to go around and fill it up. Depending on how big you want it. Just And then we are going to sprinkle some of these in while it's still wet. I push them in just a little bit. Okay, put our straw in, and since I have that thing right there, it's not going to go down a lot. And then if I want to put some kind of bigger thing, I know it's hard to see on that angle, but something like that. Okay, then we can do our other one. Kind of push it down a little bit. I didn't have any problems mine sticking. That one that I showed you. This one I didn't spray it or anything and it stuck totally fine. But if you want to, spray it with some kind of sealant or something like that, you definitely can. Here they are from the front side that you can see. And then when those dry, I'm going to do the same things in there. So really super quick and easy. So you're going to want these, let them sit out, depending on the temperature of your house. I'm definitely going to wait till tomorrow before anyone touches them or anything to make sure that they're nice and hard. Okay, so my brown ones are dry now. And so I'm just going to take some of this brown paper and stick it in here because that's what I have. The one thing is it can scrape down on the edges. Probably take that paint off. Paint doesn't stick super well to glass. And then again, I just cut out these the same way. And this one I had another toilet paper roll, so I just cut it and put it in there. And then that fits right on top. Okay, so there you have it. Fun and easy project to make that's going to add so much character to your decor at home. So I hope that got you started making these super cute and easy crafts. You can see now that I let it dry overnight. These ones are hard and ready to put up so no one else touches them. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button below so you don't miss any more tutorials, and happy crafting, everyone.